What is going on, everybody? It is DadBod here. I gotta say, we are getting close to the end. Maybe 2 or 3 more episodes max. We are really getting deep into this game. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to rest because we did submit our final gourd seed to Emma, and so now we have our maximum of 10 healing pouch usages. One thing I'm going to do right off the bat is we have some sake. I just want to make sure that I maximize the sake-driven conversations that you can have in this game. So what I'm going to do, there's 3 people you can give sake to: the sculptor, Emma, and Ishin. I just want to make sure that I have all of the conversations that are possible to be had before moving on, because once we kill the next boss, there is a critical shift in the landscape, and we will not be able to have conversations with everybody once we kill the next boss. So I'm just going ahead and doing all that now, making sure that we've got all of our I's dotted and T's crossed. And really, again, this is more just for backstory and lore. If you're not into that, you could probably skip ahead a few minutes in this video. But just for those of you who are interested in the lore, and myself included, I figured we might as well do all of this.
That means the one that he has must be black, then. To abandon oneself in search of strength. How tragic.
All right. Let's see if he will accept our sake.
By the way, Sekiro, have you mastered any secret techniques?
Oh,
Yes.
we have.
It seems you have. Sekiro, you really have a knack for killing. Wonderful. Here's your reward. Take it.
Okay, so this is the final esoteric text, which of course is required if you're going for the all abilities trophy. This text is triggered by unlocking or mastering one of the various skill trees, and by mastering it just means by unlocking the final ability in that particular skill tree. And it says, a unique text of the legendary Ashina Mushin compound style. Young Ishin would stop at nothing in his lust for power, and this single-minded search for strength ended in him taking Ashina for his own. This is the result of combining techniques from the styles he encountered. This drive defined Ishin's achievements, and as such, this text will never be finished.
Certainly.
Okay, so we can give him a drink. Let's go ahead and do that. So we can treat to Ashina sake or Dragon Spring sake. We'll just do both.
I brought sake.
Smart thinking, my boy. Let me see. That's some good sake. This is how we drank when we won our battles. The people of Ashina, together as one.
Could you tell me about the rebellion?
Oh, the rebellion. We just took back what was stolen from us.
That's...
Before this land was... It's a place where we, the Ashina people, lived. Where the waters flowed straight from the source. We were a people who loved our country dearly. And we made good sake to boot. But we were heretics. And we were weak. Naturally, we were overrun. Trampled into submission. For many long, excruciating years, we couldn't even pray at the water from the springs. The way we were then. Even good sake couldn't get us truly drunk.
But then the world fell into chaos.
Yes, amidst the chaos that was Japan. The endless casualties. The flames of war. We found the perfect opportunity to take back our land. But now, it's a place of death. It's a bitter thing indeed.
All right, so we can also treat to Dragon Spring sake.
Here.
Well, if it isn't Dragon Spring, you've really done it this time, Sekiro. That hit the spot. Whenever I used to get my hands on Dragon Spring, bunch of fools would start coming to me, demanding drinks.
Fools.
Fools who wouldn't let go of their cross spears while they drank. Fools who would steal sake using illusion techniques. Fools tinkering with half-finished prosthetics, sake cup in hand. And even the cunning owl, who despite his size would turn bright red after the first drop.
That's...
Yes, your father was a fool too. To the fools.
Yes.
All right.
By the way, Sekiro, it sounds like your battle to sever immortality with Kuro is near a conclusion. You killed all those who interfered.
I did.
I see. You did well to kill without hesitation.
All right. So that's about it from Ishin at this time. So let's go ahead and use the homeward idol, and we'll warp back to the dilapidated temple and just make sure there's nothing else we can give to Emma and the sculptor in the way of sake. In our quest to get everyone in the land of Ashina hammered. Nice little side quest. Okay.
Oh.
Nope.
I still don't understand the particulars, but it appears as though your body is no longer confined by the rules of our world. Come and see me if you notice anything.
I will.
Okay.
Goodbye.
And the sculptor?
This temple has too many.
Nope.
Parched. Could use a cup of tea. Hey, don't be
All right. Guess that's about it. Just going to make sure that we're not missing anything from this merchant. I actually might purchase some divine confetti just to make sure that we are in good standing with the amount of confetti we have. And you'll notice there are these memos we can purchase from him. These are hints to get to certain hidden items and prosthetics. We already have all of these, so we don't need to purchase the memos to get the hint. If you just want all of these in your inventory, you can feel free to go ahead and purchase them at your leisure. I'm going to go ahead and pop some coin purses to get... let's see, I got 5 of these. I'll go ahead and do 3. Just do a heavy or a bulging. And then I'm going to purchase as much divine confetti as that will allow me to purchase. So we've got quite a stash of divine confetti. You can never have too much of that. So let's see. Let us warp back to the divine realm. And let us make haste to the next boss. So the place we want to go is the palace grounds. And then there's a path forward for us. And the boss is not too far away. All right. So we are back at Fountainhead Palace. The way forward is going to be through here. Just ignore all these guys. They're not going to hurt you if you run. We want to grapple up here on all these tree branches. And then that takes us up here to this path. Beware, there's going to be some lightning-based Okami warriors up here that will shock you if you're not careful. Come on. Oh, am I getting shot from afar? That's not cool. There we go. Got that one. Is that a soccer ball one? Yep. Oh, that one's trying to shock me. Oh, and she did shock me, but that's okay. I'm not all that worried about it. So as I said before, the purple ones have the shock ability. The ones in the purple outfits. And up here, there's a sculptor's idol. I just want to make sure there's no warriors that we're missing. We can look off into the vast expanse. We're climbing to the summit of this mountain here. So I guess we might as well rest at this idol. And we are about to face the next boss. To get there, simply pray at this spot and watch the cutscene.
The divine realm.
Okay, so this boss fight is divided into two parts. It's not nearly as difficult as some of the other boss fights in this game. It is more designed, I guess, to look pretty. It's more of an artistic take on this environment. So first things first, you got to kill enough of these dragons of the tree. One thing that can help you is you can grapple to the top of these tree branch things. And if you do a death blow from above, you can hit R1 again and then do this like big swing attack and kill a bunch of them at the same time. Now the ones that you kill respawn as these darker versions, and you'll see some of these in just a minute. See, there's one of the darker ones. And if you hit those, they do not cause damage to the boss's health meter. Only the lighter ones do. And also, I believe the darker ones can have like a poison attack. So almost got all of them here. I almost got the boss's health meter all the way down. And as I said, this is just kind of the first portion of the boss battle. There's another bit after we get rid of these guys, which we just did. So that part is quite easy, actually. So now we face the real boss in this area, which, as I said, still is not quite as difficult as some of the other boss fights we've encountered thus far. So here we have the Divine Dragon. The first thing he does is he kind of knocks you back a little bit. And this is not a typical boss fight where you run up and just do damage. You have to dodge these sorts of attacks, you know, and typically you do it just by running. He also has more of a sweep attack that you have to jump over to dodge. The way that you hit him Is I was a little bit too slow there, but the way that you hit him is you see this tree that has the lightning coming from it. You need to grapple up to that tree, and it'll give you a chance to attack. So it throws you up, you get the lightning, and then you just basically thrust the lightning at the dragon. So, and you kind of rinse and repeat. So this is the sweep version that you have to jump over, and you'll see that the tree over here has the lightning. So we're gonna grapple up here, and that will give us the opportunity to hit the dragon yet again with lightning, and you'll see that does, his health damage, and that's really how you fight this boss. If you take a close look at the dragon, you'll notice he's wounded. He has a big gash like in his chest, and he too is missing an arm, and that's kind of a common theme in this game. Is you have us, Sekiro, who's missing an arm, you have the sculptor who's missing an arm, you have the divine dragon who's missing an arm. I'm not quite sure, what the significance of missing an arm. Maybe there's like a Japanese tale about, being a one-armed warrior of sorts. That might grant some extra context to that. But perhaps, there's speculation on why the dragon is wounded. It may have to do with Takeru and Tomoe. Perhaps Tomoe fought the dragon trying to go through this immortality severance type ritual with Tomoe's lord Takeru. And perhaps that's why this dragon is wounded. It only has one arm, is because someone has fought him before, trying to get his tears. Because as you recall, tears are required for the ritual to sever immortality. And so, once you get the boss to this kind of level of health, he knocks you back and then it just wails on you with a bunch of attacks. So, but once you get control, yet again, it's more of the same. Find the tree. Oh, I actually missed that one. Find the tree that has lightning and try to hit him. I don't know how I missed. I might not have been locked on. That might have been the problem. But so now it's a matter of dodging all these attacks again, and hopefully I'll get another little tree I can grapple up on. Usually I get it on the first try, but whatever. All right, let's try this again. And now I'm going to lock on to the boss. And then go all the way up, get struck by lightning, and there we go. Got him. So he still has some health left, but you can see that he's kind of knocked down. And so the way to get up there is just run up his sword and then do the death blow right there on his eye. And we can use our mortal blade to obtain the dragon's tears. All right. So that is the divine dragon. That's the whole fight. Okay, and now we are warped back to Ashina Castle. And we have the divine dragon's tears. Tears received from the divine dragon. The gracious gift of tears can only be granted by the mortal blade. Now, if you remember, Tomoe and Takeru were not able to find the mortal blade. So we are the first ones to get our hands on it. From the divine child of rejuvenating waters. The body of the divine dragon is eternal, and its tears, once shed, will maintain their form and moisture in perpetuity. Should one of the dragon's heritage partake of the dragon's tears, a mortal severance will be reified. Okay, so we got our memory, so let us go ahead and use that memory to enhance our attack power. All right, the divine dragon of the Everblossom came from the west long ago, eventually making its way to this land. Some parts of Ashina are exceedingly old. Water coursing through her ancient rocks and soil allowed the dragon to take root. Okay, so now we are at 19 vitality and 12 attack power. Not bad.
Lord Ishin, what happened?
Lord Ishin has succumbed to his illness and passed away.
I see.
I'm sure you sensed it. The Central Forces have taken this opportunity to attack the castle.
And the divine heir?
Here.
All right, so we get the secret passage key. The key to the secret passage that leads out of Ashina Castle. The secret passage can be found at the end of the moat. in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Kuro has escaped the castle through this passage, and the wolf looks to join him there. So this is the key to get us back to basically where we started the game. If you remember where we fought Genichiro, that very first time at the beginning of the game before we lost our arm, that's where we have to go next.
My lord has escaped the castle through the secret passage?
Yes, Master Wolf. The secret passage can be found along the moat in the Ashina Reservoir, not far from the Moonview Tower. Lord Kuro escaped the castle through that secret passage and should be waiting for you in the Silvergrass field.
Understood.
The Nightjar have left smoke signals on the roofs under Lord Ishin's orders. The smoke should lead the way to Lord Kuro. Lord Kuro escaped the secret passage can be. He is waiting the Nightjar. The smoke, Master Wolf.
What is it?
I pray that Lord Kuro achieves humanity.
Yes.
All right, we can give her a
Forgive
drink,
me,
huh?
But
Nope, we can't.
I pray that Lord...
Alrighty. So if we go, can we go through the window, or let's see, I think maybe we should go upstairs actually. Can we go through this door? We sure cannot go through that door. I want to say one of these windows opens. And as Emma referred to, you know, Ishin has passed away officially, and the enemy has taken this as an opportunity to invade. Here we go. Here's the window. And so very similar to when it was invaded earlier in the game before we fought Owl. All of our idols have been deactivated, unfortunately, so we're gonna have to go back and reactivate all of these idols. So there's one down here. I'm just gonna drop down. And is there a... well, I don't want to die. I think there's a spot, yeah, where I can drop down where I'm not gonna take a severe amount of damage. Or any damage at all. So you see these guys that used to patrol this area have been killed. Here is one of the idols we need to reactivate. And over here, it's the grave site. Just want to make sure there weren't any new items. See, I can just grapple back over here. Perfect. And we're going to take a little trip down this way, because there is a person that we would like to talk to that we haven't seen in a while, but he's an old friend of ours. All right, is this guy alive? Yeah. I'm just going to go in and take him out just so he doesn't get him before he gets me. Is there anyone else? Oh, yeah, there's a big fight on this bridge. I know these guys are probably harmless, but I don't want to take any chances. It's letting me kill him, so I'm going to kill him. And so we have a battle on this bridge. The Ministry soldiers versus the Ashina soldiers. So these guys are no joke. I mean, you see this guy with the big bazooka. I'm going to take him out first. And there's another guy firing on us from back here. I'll take him out as well. So they rebuilt that bridge. If you remember from earlier in the game, that bridge was out. So he takes out his swords. Oh, that was that. I probably could have Makiri countered that. And that did about half my health. That's no good. I thought I had blocked that, but apparently not. There we go. Whoops. So these guys hit like a truck. All right, see if we can get one more of them, I guess. All right, well, that's a death, I guess. But fret not, we can resurrect, and he didn't. He turned his back on us, so that actually worked out pretty well. Okay, so we're not, we can carry on that way, and we are going to, but not yet. So down here, we have our friend Black Hat. Let's talk to him.
Badger.
In bad shape.
It is. I couldn't take it. Too many rats swarming in out of the woodwork. Ishin must have terrified him. That's why. I gone and done something a little out of character.
What happened?
Those mangy rats. They were closing in on a little kid. So I saved him. And now look at me. Guess the great Black Hat Badger story ends here. I gotta thank you. Take what you want. When I'm gone. I would give it to you now, but...
All right, so Black Hat met his end. You know, kind of honoring his own child's legacy by saving a kid from being abducted by other Sinpo warriors, and apparently he was gravely injured in the process. So he goes out with honor. But he drops the Mibu Pilgrimage Balloon, a Mibu balloon made in the year of the Dragon Spring Pilgrimage, sealed with a prayer for healthy upbringing. Bursts the white Mibu balloon while clasping one's hands in prayer. Those splashed with the water will enjoy increased gains of all sorts for a time. On it is crudely scrawled, to Tenkichi from Badger. So this is a prayer balloon that once activated, it basically gives you all of the buffs that the other individual types of prayer balloons would give you. So it could be useful. Instead of having to use a bunch of additional individual balloons, you can just use that one. I believe that's the only one you can get of that variety in your inventory. So use it wisely, or just hold on to it as a keepsake, as I prefer to do, in honor of our friend Black Hat Badger. Hello. Oh, I can't get a backstab on him, but oh well. Oh, hello. That's quite a hefty attack there. Might as well heal up while we're at it. So that's where we fought the first underwater headless. And you can see there's an item across the way there. I don't know if we can actually grapple to it from there. Can we grapple up here? There we go. Let's get that item. I think it may have been there before, but just didn't quite see it before. All right. Just go over here. I don't really think it's even that great of an item, but... Scrap iron. Whatever. And make sure there's no additional items down this way. Just gonna ignore these monkeys. Oh, they have weapons now. Great. Oh, and there's one of the white monkeys. Why not? I'm just going to activate this idol and run away. I couldn't tell you why. I just like having all the idols activated. Oh, some of these have guns. That's great. Okay, I don't know if this guy is even going to be hostile. Is he hostile? Yep. Oh, well. I don't care. Just going to run away. All right, so we're at the bottom of the castle. And there are some soldiers in here that I'm probably not even going to bother with. Another item right here, some adamantite scrap. What we are in need of is fulminated mercury. to get some of those advanced tier upgrades. We got some Ministry Dowsing Powder. That's just a more... Oh, there's some Fulminated Mercury. Speak of the devil. We got some Ministry Dowsing Powder, which is just a higher level version of regular dowsing powder. Got some oil. Just going to activate this here idol. And I'm going to rest at it just to regain all my stuff and reset those guys that were coming after me. So that Shinobi kite that he's referring to is actually, that'll take us back to the area where we just talked to Black Hat Badger. Gokon Sugar. So you see these guys, like they're fighting the Ashina soldiers, which is pretty cool. Let's see here. That's just down to the water. We want to drop down and go to the reservoir, which is actually our final destination. We're not going to go there yet because there is some business we have to take care of. Namely, if you look over here, you will see... Oh, he noticed me. I did not intend for that to happen. No, I want to commune. There we go. Wanted to finish that conversation. Can I do that without him noticing me?
I did. Good. We will begin when Lord Dimitro returns. We will revive Ashina together with the dragon's blood. Yeah.
Okay, so they're still planning on using the dragon's blood to get the edge on these soldiers, invading soldiers. So what we are going to do is use our Gatchin Spirit Fall, because this one of them is a 7 spears mini boss. So there's 2 people here. If you do this right, you can kill the one guy who's not the mini boss and then just fight the mini boss straight up. There we go. Get the backstab here. And then he's, of course, going to be alerted to our presence. And I'm just going to fight him straight up. I'm not even going to bother with trying to... You can go off to the side and he'll forget about you temporarily. And you can get a stealth backstab, but I'm just going to fight him straight up. But he hits like a truck, as you can see. But we're just going to take him out the old-fashioned way. All right, first death blow down. On to number 2. And I'm pretty sure his moveset is almost identical to the first 7 spears enemy we fought much earlier in the game. I did that Makiri counter way early, and then he did it again. All right, let's heal up here. Oops, hello. Okay. You notice these guys, their attacks track, like when you try to run around them. They, you know, it's a little bit cheap, but... Oh, wow, I would not give me the opportunity to Makiri counter him. All right, this second death blow is proving to be much more difficult than the first. That's okay, I believe we will prevail. All right, do a sweep attack. Goomba Stomp. All right, almost got his second one down. A little bit of a rocky road, but we got there. All right, we get another prayer bead. And what was this item? Fulminated mercury. Good, we need some fulminated mercury for some of our upgrades here. And some ministry dowsing powder. So the way that we want to go is straight across there. But as I said before, we have some unfinished business to tend to. So let us grapple back up here. And I know he's an Ashina soldier, but we don't really have a dog in this fight, except for Kuro. Kuro's our dog in this fight. Let us go back to the castle. Just grapple on up here. I guess it makes us go this way. And there's an item down there, so let's get the item, even though it puts us slightly at risk. Just some pellets, oh well, who cares? It looks like there's an item up here, so let's grapple up here as well. Some scrap magnetite. And we will move along to the castle area. All right, well, we will reactivate this idol and rest. Always remember to backstab this guy. Whoops. That's funny. Don't do what I just did. Ladies and gentlemen, that was bad. I was expecting a, I was expecting the, Ashina elite swordsman guy who usually, occupies that area. And I was a little bit thrown off when I saw one of the purple ninjas. Come on, he's got to be... All right, whatever. Whatever. So because I've already spooked him, I can't use my idol over there. You can see those Ashina elite guys are fighting off the purple soldiers. Some adamantite scrap. And I'm right in the middle of it, but don't worry about me. Let's see, some pellets. Is there anything up in the ceiling? Any new items up here? Nope. Okay, so I'm actually just gonna run up to the dojo and rest to reset everybody. Oh, it's not gonna let me. You can even, there we go. Oh, dang it, he noticed me. All right, I'm gonna heal up. And there's two of them. Okay, that's not good. So, instead of that, this has not gone well for me ever since getting spotted by that first one in the castle after I screwed up the backstab. I'm just gonna go up here and see if I can use this one to rest. There we go. Okay. So that was a bit of a debacle, but we're alive. So I'm going to go back in here. I think there's still this guy that's up against the wall, but we're not going to be able to backstab him. You know what? Screw this. I'm just going to try. This may or may not work. Might as well try. Just sneak around here and go right in front of him with our stealthy stealth activated. Make a big loop-de-loop. And he doesn't see us. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. There we go. That's what you get. Don't even feel bad about it. All right, so let's go down here next. Are there any ninja fellas. Yes. This is going to alert him if I knock this over. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yes. Perfect. Perfection. Okay. So the reason why I'm doing all this is because there is a mini boss right down here. So this guy is a mini boss. Eavesdrop on him.
I will be borrowing this. Please watch over me. We, the Ashina clan, will win this battle.
Okay. So I'm going to use another Gachin Spirit Fall just in case. I'm not sure if I can even get a stealth death blow in this guy before the fight starts, but I'm going to... Nope, you can't. Can you tell he's red-eyed? So that means one thing and one thing only. Fire. So actually, one thing you can do is you can kind of lure him out here. And so he's very similar to the mini boss we fought in the dojo right before Genichiro, fighting Genichiro in Ashina Castle. He has that same move where he puts his sword in the hilt and there's a little flash, and he does a really quick 2-hit combo that does an insane amount of damage. That is very hard to block and deflect. You basically have to deflect twice in a row really quick, and you have to time it perfectly. Otherwise, it's going to hit you and do a pretty substantial amount of damage. So I'm going to duck out of here, wait till I regain my stealth against him. And he should be, no, he's walking away. I just don't want to be bothered by anybody else in the process, which is why I'm kind of being a little bit timid here. Eventually his health meter should go away. These guys are fighting amongst themselves. Look at that. Who's gonna win? My money's on purple guy. If I stick around long enough to see who does win. Oh, purple guy's getting... Okay, yeah, looks like purple guy's got the edge here. All right, come on. I just don't want to attract the attention of anybody else while, seriously? Okay, I'm going upstairs. Come on. All right, there we go. All right, I'm going to throw on, in the name of conserving my spirit emblems, I'm going to pop a Gachin Sugar. And try to get the backstab death blow. I have messed this up before. And, oh, it did not give it to me. Okay, screw it. So that's, dang it, look at how much freaking damage that did. Holy crap. All right, I'm gonna flame vent him, and I'm just gonna get out of dodge, and I'm going to heal up. Like, look at how much damage that freaking attack does. It's just unreal. Flame vent. Huzzah! And attack. I'm just gonna stay on him. Not give him well, he did it anyway. So flash. Once you see the flash, do a double block immediately. All right, got the first death blow. While we got him cornered, see if we can get the second one real quick here. Oh, he got his attack off anyway. That sucks. All right. Flame vent. And he's burned. Oh, okay, so the burn did not stagger him for long. Come on. I want him to be stunned so I can hit him. Ugh, that attack is so annoying. Yeah, I was too late on my deflex there. All right, so we're gonna have to be super conservative because I can't afford to die here. All right. All right, come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, jeez. That's annoying. That is annoying. But it's not the end of the world. He's not very far away. We're just going to go back to him and try again. I think that is my first death to a mini boss so far. And lost a lot of freaking... That's annoying. See, that attack is just outrageously powerful. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this purple ninja. I'll use the spirit fall. Ugh, that is so annoying. Lost a lot of skill points and a lot of sin there, but fortunately we're at a point to where, you know, sin doesn't really matter so much. We can pretty much have everything that we need to purchase. At this point, the biggest benefit to sin is purchasing divine confetti. All right, so we're going to try this again. Oops, I did not mean to do that. Finger slipped. All right, so I'm going to get his attention. And I'm running away immediately to the top room. He's already forgot about me. And he's got his back to me. See if I can get to him before he notices me. There we go. That's how you do it. It's really that easy. I don't know why I struggled with getting that first death blow so bad at the... Oh, I'm surprised he didn't do his cheap freaking sword attack that does like 70, 80% damage to my health bar. Ugh. Oh, okay. So my fire did not reach him. And that time I got... Feel the wrath of my... Oh my gosh. Freaking this guy. All right. Oh, hello. Good riddance. All right, so full health. You know what? I'm going to see what firecrackers does. Come on. You get stunned by firecrackers? There you go. Get out of here. There you go. Oh. Oh, snap. Oh, geez. That was close. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. That was close. All right. You can't kill me twice. No, 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 no. You're not going to kill me twice. I refuse. I refuse. Are you serious? He recovered that quickly from the stun? Oh, good grief. All right, so looks like there's one way through this, and that's to deflect his stupid attack, which I did fortunately do that time, and I did that time as well. Whew, that fight is way tougher than it needs to be. I mean, seriously. Nice underwear, bro. If he didn't seriously do like 80% damage to health, it would be much easier. But unfortunately, it is what it is. You just got to deal. And as they say, get good. All right, so let us travel to the entrance to the castle, and then we're going to return to where we need to go. Well, not need to go to beat the game, but need to go to do all of the other stuff that we need to do before we beat the game. Which is a couple things that happen to be semi-important. Okay, so if you remember that guy he told us about, there's a shinobi kite that we can grapple onto, and that's exactly what we're about to do. We got this kite up here. And that is our destination because it takes us straight to where we need to go. This launches us all the way over here. And so I'm actually going to go back down this bridge. We've already kind of done this, so I don't really feel like fighting all these guys again. This guy. Thought I was going to be able to death blow him right away, but I guess not. All right, so that is another drunkard type mini boss. And that also happens to be the final mini boss of the game. We're going to get our last prayer bead from fighting that boss. Oops, just got rocked. Whoop, there we go. Got the death blow, and we're just going to continue to run away. Let's see. Poor guy. Wounded soldier. Got some Gaching sugar. So Shigekichi of the Red Guard. So he's basically just a way OP, some fulminated mercury. He's just a way OP version of the drunkard. I'm actually not going to fight him right now because there's some other things that I want to do first. Namely, unlock this idol. Then, and only then. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna sneak up and get this guy. Some adamantite scrap. And then get this guy, all via backstab. Get a fistful of ash and a pellet. And then if you go through here, there's some more guys. I'm going to go for the guy with the swords because the cannon guys are actually easier to kill. One-on-one. Just hit him. All right, so the area is cleared out because I typically fight the drunkard guy here. And this is a fire version of the drunkard. So for starters, I'm going to use Gaching Spirit Fall. Make sure that I have the blood smoke, the bestowal ninjutsu equipped. In fact, I might just use divine confetti instead. All right, cool. I'm just going to use the old Akko Sugar Divine Confetti combination. Get the first... Oh, did I screw that up? I did. Okay, yeah, that's going to be a no-go for me. I'm redoing this. Because I'm not going to get both of his death blows. I just want one. Just want one. And I screwed it up. Man, this is just not my day. First, I screw up the fight against, what's-his-face, the Ashina elite guy. Then I screw up the death blow on this guy. All this to show that you can make mistakes in this game and still get by. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be anywhere close to perfect. You just gotta be just barely good enough. And these guys do drop fulminated mercury. It is a rare drop for them, but they do drop it. So be aware of that. All right, so I'm going to equip Gaching Spirit Fall so I can get the stealth death blow. Hopefully actually get it this time. Throw on some Akko Sugar and some divine confetti. And we should be good to go. Did that take away my Spirit Fall? I'm going to use a Gaching Sugar just to be 100% certain. Oh, you can only have one sugar active at a time. So the Akko sugar took away my spirit fall, which is what made me discovered last time. All right, so I'm going to fight this guy out here just because there's more room and less to deal with. So come on out here, fight me out here. And I'm going to put my Akko sugar on. Because this guy's tough, and he's basically a fire version of the Drunkard. So the regular Drunkard is poison-based. This guy's fire-based. Oh, I thought I had deflected that, but I guess not. Need to put my healing gourd on so as to avoid disaster. And like all of the other Drunkard-type enemies, he is susceptible to firecrackers. And look at that. One hit, half health. Gotta love that. So while he's drinking his booze, get some shots off. Get away from his grab attack. Sweep attack. Doing all right, I guess. He even broke my posture there. Still did okay. Get away from the grab. Almost got him. There we go. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the final mini-boss of the game. We have our last prayer bead, which of course will allow us to max out our vitality. Let's enhance our physical attributes. The final prayer necklace, and that gives us the peak physical strength achievement. Basically have our maxed out vitality. The 7 spears of Ashina were pivotal in Ishin's coup. He awarded the lance to none but his most loyal samurai, yet now only a few of the 7 remain. All right, so we've got maximum vitality and posture. And even if you replay this game on New Game Plus, you're not going to get any additional prayer beads. You cannot increase your vitality beyond 20. However, you will still get memories, and you can keep increasing your attack power. Your attack power goes up and up and up, but your vitality is now maxed out. So here is the final skill tree. And you can see, these are some expensive. This one's 9 points. And so these represent the final skills and the normal skill trees. And once you get these, you can unlock these final moves. So you have Shadow Fall, Spiral Cloud Passage, and Empowered Mortal Draw. And these, are very expensive skills to get. And they will take a significant amount of grinding to obtain. So we have, we got a few skill points. Let's see what the best usage of our points would be. Perhaps Breath of Nature, or I'm actually going to say it's probably this one, and we don't have enough for it quite yet, but we will get enough. And because what I'm going to do is show you what is the best route for grinding in the game. It is very unfortunately not available till the very end of the game, i.e. right now, when Ashina is on fire. I'm actually going to have to rest to respawn the enemies here. But the best grinding route in the entire game for skill points is right here. So basically what you do is, I've already done this a couple times, is you go up, kill this guy via backstab, and look at these skill points. We're getting like 660 for killing these guys. And you can kill all but one of them via backstab. Actually, in sometimes depending on RNG, depending on how far apart those guys are, you can kill all of them via backstab. So you get this guy, and then you get this guy, and then you get this guy. Then all you do is you run back here, grapple up, jump over, and then you rest, which will reset the enemies. And you do it all over again. And you do this until you have enough skill points to get all of the skills on the skill tree. If you want to get all the achievements. So in this case, it does happen very rarely where one of them will notice you, and that disrupts kind of the flow here. So if that happens, your best bet, rather than fighting them straight up, just come back here, rest, and start over. Ideally, probably 9 times out of 10, if not more, no one's going to notice you, or at most, the last person will notice you, which you can very easily fight him off one-on-one. So yeah, this one will be more normal. So you want to wait till those guys get up just a little bit before you run in and kill this guy, because if you kill this guy too soon, those two might notice you. And then get this guy. And finally, this guy. So you're going to be doing that a lot if you want that acquire all skills trophy. So one thing I'll point out is in this game, there is a new game plus. Once you beat the game, there's a new game plus plus, a new game plus plus plus, all the way up to like new game plus, I think 7 is the last one. Let's go ahead and get this ability here. And so the thing when you go to New Game Plus is, of course, you're stronger because you've been through the entire game. Another thing to note is that the enemy difficulty also scales up. And so what that means is, since the enemy difficulty is scaled up, the amount of experience you get also scales up with the increased enemy difficulty. Okay. So pause on that thought for just a minute. This is Anayama and Kotaro. So Kotaro looks like he's met an untimely end. He is no longer alive, but Anayama's life is hanging on by a thread.
Sir! How are you?
What's wrong?
Oh, well, it's bad. Well, as it turns out, I'm in a bit of trouble again. Oh, those government bastards. I made them an offer for them to look the other way, you know. And they weren't as amenable as I'd hoped. Oh, they took it all. My money, my stock, everything. But Kotaro drove them away, at least. Right, pal? Oh, the big guy's fallen asleep.
Yes. He's sleeping soundly.
Please, don't make that face. There's nothing for you to be sad about, good sir. Oh, that's right. Good sir, I stowed away something good. Something just for you. My last piece of product. Interested?
Okay, so he has one thing for sale and one thing only, and that is the promissory note. An Ashina trade promissory note. Matabe Anayama's last piece of product. Discounts the cost of items when purchasing from merchants. A sin saved is a sin earned. And so long as one draws breath, business will continue. So you can purchase this for a grand total of 1 sen. And what this does is it discounts the cost of all of any item from any merchant by 10% once you have it. So this is especially useful on replays if you want to stock up on items like divine confetti and whatnot. It makes it cheaper. And just so overall, it's a good deal to pick this up for 1 sen. And the reason why we sent Kotaro to him instead of sending him to his happy place was because the only way to get this item is if you see Anayama's quest all the way through the end, and the only way to do that is to send Kotaro his way. So that's why we did all of that. So in your New Game Plus, if you feel bad about how Kotaro ended up here, you can send him to his happy place instead and give him the pure white pinwheel instead of the white and red pinwheel. And then you can send him to the Halls of Illusion where we fought the folding screen monkeys, and he can chill there for all of eternity. So let's pick this up.
Oh, thank you. And about that product, I hid it in my underwear, so it might smell a bit ripe. Sorry.
I don't mind.
And with that, I'm all sold out. Time to close up shop. But you know, I'm not completely cleaned out. I still have this 1 cent. I'll take this 1 cent and turn it into a mountain of gold. Oh, and when that happens, good sir, please come back to buy something.
All right, so he basically keels over and dies as well. So that's the end of that. Let's see here. So where were we? Yes. So New Game Plus, enemy difficulty is scaled up, boss difficulty is scaled up, but that means that the rewards for killing them are also better. So you receive more sin and more experience or skill points for killing them, which is quite useful. Let's see, I guess there's no way to grapple up over there, so just gonna have to go back. Oh well. I was gonna try to bypass all these enemies that are gonna be around here. Definitely not fighting that guy. And so what that means effectively is that the grinding route that I just showed you is going to yield better results if you do it in New Game Plus, or better yet, in New Game Plus Plus. Because if you remember, if you're going for all achievements, you're going to have to beat the game more than once anyways, because think about it. Oh, hello. And there's a chained ogre here. That's actually not a mini boss. He's just a regular enemy. And you don't get any special rewards for killing him, so I don't kill him. Lump of grave wax. And so if you think about it, you know, if you're going to go for all achievements, you have to kill all bosses and have all enemies, or all memories rather, in your inventory. And the only way to do that is, if you remember back at that decision you have to make in the middle of the game with Owl, to fight Owl or to fight Emma and Ishin and take the Shura ending route, or to finish the game like we did. In order for that to happen, and this idol basically just warps you to this room. And here we have the Demon of Hatred. So we'll table that conversation we were just having for just another minute. And this is an optional boss. And so this boss is an extremely difficult boss. Some would say he's the hardest boss in the game, and I think a good case could be made for that. He is more, he's sort of like the Guardian Ape. I fight him more like a Dark Souls, Bloodborne type boss. In fact, if you've played Bloodborne, he's very similar to Lawrence to me, just in that he's a fire-based boss, he's huge, and his attacks hit you like a Mack truck. Anyway, back to our previous conversation. So you have to beat the game at least twice if you want to get the All Bosses trophy, because, you know, the first time I recommend playing the full game, taking, you know, abandon the Iron Code and kill Owl. And then the second time in your New Game Plus, I recommend taking the Shura ending route and killing Ishin. That'll give you the All Bosses trophy, assuming you've beaten the optional bosses such as Owl at the Harada State, and assuming the boss is right in front of us, the Demon of Hatred. You also have to kill the optional bosses as well. And assuming you've done all that, and then in your New Game Plus, let's say if you take the Ishin route in the New Game Plus, and you took the Owl route in your original game, you'll get the All Bosses trophy, which then you're gonna have to play through the entire game, almost the entire game, another time, because if you think about it, you have to get enough lapis lazuli to upgrade all of your prosthetics to get the all prosthetics trophy. And so the only way to do that is to get all the way back to the Divine Realm to get your lapis lazuli. And so if you're going to do that in your New Game Plus, I suggest going on and killing the Divine Dragon, and then getting to this point in the game where you can do that grinding loop over and over and over again, because the experience you're going to get doing that loop in New Game Plus is going to be much higher than if you did it in just your base new game, and it's going to make that process go by a lot quicker. And the first time I got the all abilities trophy, I had to repeat that same route over and over and over again for literally hours. And the reason being is because, you know, we've acquired quite a bit of skills, but you can see even on this, you know, shinobi arts, prosthetic arts. I mean, every single tree we've got skills that we have yet to obtain. And then these ones are extremely expensive. By the time you're at the very end and you need 9 skill points, I mean, you're just going to need an enormous amount of experience to get those 9 skill points, which means you're going to have to do that route over and over and over again. So I suggest doing it later in a later iteration of the game. In other words, via New Game Plus or New Game Plus Plus at least, just to make that process go by a little bit further. And if you're going to go for all trophies, I mean, you're going to have to get to New Game Plus Plus anyways. So you might as well just do it then instead of in your base game. That's all I'm trying to say. So that being said, this video has already gone on well over an hour. So we are going to fight the Demon of Hatred next time. In fact, I think that entire video will pretty much be dedicated to fighting the Demon of Hatred because I want the ending also to have its own video. And so, yeah, we'll get to that in the next episode. So, what a fight it is. I hope it goes well. It very well could go poorly. It's been a while since I fought the Demon of Hatred, so I might not be used to his attacks and how to you know, fight him and punish his attacks appropriately. But we'll see. Time will tell. So guys, thank you so much for watching this. We are at the cusp. We are really, all we have left is the Demon of Hatred, and then we just got to go back to that door where Emma told us to go, and then that's the final boss of the game. So we are almost there. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to this point. I hope this walkthrough has been an enormous help to you and just getting out of this game, whatever it is that you sought to get out of this game, whether that be just getting through the story, just getting through all of the bosses, learning how to fight the bosses, learning where everything is, from the prayer beads to the prosthetic tools, to all of that, whether it be just learning all the elements of the lore, whatever it was that you were hoping to get from this walkthrough. I hope you've been getting it so far. Just let me know in the comments, you know, what you liked about it or what you'd like to see differently on the next one. So don't forget to join the squad by subscribing to the channel. Also, leave a like and a comment. I like to hear from you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, whatever that might look like for you. Take care, and I hope to see you the next time as we fight the Demon of Hatred. All right. See you then.